Good morning, crew. We are back. Lesson 127. There is no love but God's. We have two 15-minute practices today, and we are required to repeat the lesson as frequently as possible. I set my timer for every 30 minutes. There is no love but God's. Perhaps you think different kinds of love are possible. Perhaps you think there's a kind of love for this, for that, a way of loving one, another way of loving another. Love is one. It has no separate parts and no degrees, nor kinds, nor levels. No divergencies, no distinctions. It is like itself, unchanged throughout. It never alters with a person or circumstance. It is the heart of God and also of His son and daughter. Love's meaning is obscure to anyone who thinks that love can change. He does not see that changing love must be impossible. And thus he thinks that he can love at times and hate at other times. He also thinks that love can be bestowed on one and yet remain itself, although it is withheld from others. To believe these things of love is not to understand it. If it could make such distinctions, it would have to judge between the righteous and the sinner and perceive the Son of God in separate parts. Love cannot judge. As it is one itself, it looks on all as one. Its meaning lies in oneness. And it must elude the mind that thinks of it as partial or in part. There is no love but God's, and all love is His. There is no other principle that rules where love is not. Love is a law without an opposite. Its wholeness is the power holding everything as one, the link between the Father and the Son, which holds them both forever as the same. No course whose purpose is to teach you to remember what you really are could fail to emphasize that there can never be a difference in what you really are and what love is. Love's meaning is your own and shared by God Himself. For what you are is what He is. There is no love but His, and what He is everything there is. There is no limit placed upon Himself, and so are you unlimited as well. No law the world obeys can help you grasp love's meaning. What the world believes was made to hide love's meaning and to keep it dark and secret. Yes, that is how we live our lives. There is not one principle the world upholds, but violates the truth of what love is, and what you are as well. Seek not within the world to find yourself. Love is not found in darkness and death. Yet it is perfectly apparent to the eyes that see and ears that hear love's voice. Today we practice making your mind free of all the laws which you think you must obey, of the limits under which you live, all the changes that you think are part of human destiny. Today we take the largest single step this course requests in your advance towards its established goal. Oh, it's a big day. If you achieve the faintest glimmering of what love means today, you have advanced in distance without measure and in time beyond the count of years to your release. Let us together then be glad to give some time to God today and understand there is no better use for time than this. I love how Jesus occasionally inserts these reminders that these lessons are practical, saving us a lot of time. For 15 minutes twice today, escape from every law in which you now believe. Open your mind and rest. The world that seems to hold you prisoner can be escaped by anyone who does not hold it dear. Withdraw all value you have placed upon its meager offerings and senseless gifts, and let the gift of God replace them all. To call your Father, call Him that His certain voice will answer. He Himself has promised this, and He Himself will place a spark of truth within your mind wherever you give up a false belief. A dark illusion of your own reality and what love means. He will shine through your idle thoughts. He will help you understand the truth of love. In loving gentleness, he will abide with you as you allow his voice to teach love's meaning to your clean, open mind, and he will bless the lesson with his love. Today, the legion of future years waiting for salvation disappears before the timelessness of what you learn. Let us give thanks today that we are spared a future like the past. Today we leave the past behind us, never more to be remembered, and we raise our eyes upon a different present, where a future dawns unlike the past in every attribute. The world in infancy is newly born, and we will watch it grow in health and strength to shed its blessing upon all who come to learn to cast aside the world they thought was made in hate, to be love's enemy. Now they are all made free along with us. Now are they all our brothers in God's love. We will remember them throughout the day because we cannot leave a part of us outside our love if we would know ourself. At least 3 times an hour, think of one who makes the journey with you and who came to learn what you must learn. As he or she comes to mind, give him this message from yourself. I bless you, my brother or sister, with the love of God, which I would share with you. For I would learn the joyous lesson that there is no love but God's, and yours and mine and everyone's. That's a nice thing to offer, a loving kindness meditation 3 times an hour. Let's begin our 15-minute practice. Breathing in deeply. There is no love but God's. We've heard this before in many flavors in this course. There is no laws but God's. No, there are no laws but God's. There are no other principles that rule where love is not. And just beginning to notice the sounds in our body, the sounds outside of our bodies. Noticing the rise and fall of the torso as we continue to breathe. There is no love but God's. We'll take a few of our 15 minutes to go through some of the very important principles that Jesus details in this lesson. Love is a law without an opposite. Its wholeness is the power holding everything as one. There is no principle besides love. There is no order besides love in the universe. And continuing to breathe in and out, Jesus reminds us that even if we achieve the faintest glimmering of what this truth means for our lives, then we advance in distance a lot. In many of the world's teachings, we learn that God's love is better than people's love or other types of love. But actually, Jesus here is telling us that all love is God's love. All love that we experience, not in special relationships, in holy relationships, all love is God's love. In our world, we see this, and in our thought systems, it's definitely present, a battle between good and evil, between love and its opposite, between God and devils, good guys and bad guys. All of our narratives are built around this struggle, and it seems that the power of evil outweighs the power of good. The hero has to reach within him or herself to find real strength to conquer evil. This is the resurrection myth, and it is very prominent in Western culture. But here Jesus is telling us love is a law without an opposite. There is no principle that rules where love is not. So reminding ourselves, our lives do not have to be lived like a battle against others, a struggle against finding the good in our lives against the evil of the interests of others, fighting for that. Love has no opposite, and there is no rule unless, apart from love, there's no rule. So Jesus tells us in paragraph 5, no law the world obeys can help us grasp this. What the world believes was made to hide love's meaning and to keep it dark and secret. There is not one principle the world upholds but violates the truth of what love is and what you are as well. And that's just not something we see in the news. That is our basic thought process, our basic rules of philosophy and religion have taught us this. All of our cognition is oriented around this, and we are reprogramming our minds and our cognition with A Course in Miracles. Seek not within the world to find yourself. Love is not found in darkness and death. This doesn't give us permission to hate the world or blow off rules. Rather, we are instructed, seek not within the world to find your capital S self, our self that's connected to God. We are not going to see it in the world around us. We nurture that from within. We change our perception to see the world differently. It's pretty awesome. It's a big job. For 15 minutes today, escaping from every law in which we now believe, open our minds and rest. The world that seems to hold us prisoner can be escaped by anyone who does not hold it dear. Withdraw all value you have placed upon its meager offerings and senseless gifts, and let the gift of God replace them all. So taking a look for where we make meaning in our worlds, substitutions for the law of love, for the gifts of God. Is it in the safety and security of our marriages and partnerships, our children? Are those people doing enough for us, helping us enough, listening enough, giving enough to us, or else? Are our children obedient enough, choosing the right things that we want for them to keep them safe so they don't make the mistakes we made? What about in our professional circles? Are we respected enough? Do we have enough? Are we successful enough? What about in the public sphere? Are our world leaders doing the right thing in our vision? Who are the enemies? Who are the bad guys? Who do we demonize? So Jesus is telling us none of those judgments have any value. They have any value in connecting us to our true selves. None of those judgments are connected to love and to the real meaning we can make of our lives. Let's take a few minutes to sit with the ways we make meaning. Jesus calls those the meager offerings and senseless gifts, allowing the gift of God, that there is no love but God's, to replace them all. Breathing in, there is no love but God's. Breathing out, I release my attachments to the meager offerings and senseless gifts in this world. Breathing in, I nourish my relationship with love, with God, with the Creator. And breathing out, I release my other relationships from providing this for me, from needing to demonstrate love to me so that I feel loved and safe and worthy. Breathing in, there is no love but God's. Breathing out, I bring God's love as my flag to all situations and relationships. I carry that within my heart. I carry that within my vision, my perception. Breathing in, love is a law without opposite. Breathing out, love holds everybody and everything together, including me, in unity. Breathing in, all my relationships can reflect the love of God and my connection to Source, Creator, God. Breathing out. Breathing in, there is no love but God's. And breathing out. All of my relationships are opportunities to demonstrate God's love. Breathing in. Love has no opposite. And breathing out. I release my attachment to the meaning I have made of love's opposite in my life. Enemies, problems, things I can't manage and control. The things of this world that teach us that love has an opposite. Let's let go of those things as we continue to breathe. Reminding ourselves, love is a law without an opposite. Its wholeness and power hold everything as one. And let's behold the world around us, our relationships, professional, personal, public. Let's behold our entire universe within this loving gaze from the perspective of the power and strength of the unity of love. Breathing in, there is no love but God's. Breathing out, my world in infancy is newly born from this vision. Breathing in, I will watch it grow in health and strength to shed its blessing upon all who come. Breathing in, all people are my brothers and sisters, made free along with me. Breathing out, they are my brothers and sisters in God's love. Calling to mind the people in our circle that we want to bring into our practice today. We cannot leave a part of us outside our love if we would know ourselves. Wow. At least 3 times an hour, think of one who makes this journey around the sun with us. Friends, family, loved ones, enemies, bring them all up. I bless you, my brother or sister, with the love of God, which I share with you. I know the joyous lesson that there is no love but God's, and yours and mine and everyone's. Thank you for joining me today for lesson 127, There is no love but God's. I look forward to seeing you again tonight for our second 15-minute practice, and reminding us to meet 3 times an hour for this wonderful blessing that Jesus has left us with. I bless you, my brother or sister, with the love of God, which I would share with you. for I would learn the joyous lesson that there is no love but God's, and yours and mine and everyone's. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.